Okay, cool. So, the new Lord of the Rings, Rings of Power trailer came out. I don't know. I want to watch it. It looks funny.
Sauron.
Dang, that was loud. Chat. Pop out chat. Refresh the page. Toasty, what up, bro?
Sauron.
Friend. Bro, it's been crazy. The last week's been crazy, so I haven't been able to stream like at all. But now I can stream a lot, so it's good. But yeah, it just went live. And we're gonna watch the Rings of Power trailer. Have you ever wondered how many times you can twist your ball sack before it falls off? I think it's 7 or 8, and then it just poof. You guys don't know that? No. People. Sorry, I don't know their names. Ents?
Yeah, y'all right. This is better.
There are always some who rise forth and shine.
Bruh. Bruh. That's so cool. Was that Legolas?
Frog does get unearthed.
You think I would be banned if I watched this on on stream?
Right, which is
Probably, right?
kind of like, it's like there was allusion to that. Like, this is clearly what's going to happen in the in like the future, right? Because like in the first, what do you call it? In like the first season, they talked about that the wizard looks so bad. It's fan service. I mean, this definitely looks way better. It looks better than any Rings of Power trailer that I've seen so far. It does.
The past
no, I'm not really saying it's like amazing, and it could be garbage. Like, I thought the first one was kind of garbage, but this definitely is better. So this is like, for me, like, this is good enough.
I thought about watching the Olympics, and then I was like, bro, I'd be taken down so quick.
To where, like, I would watch this.
I didn't know you couldn't stream the Olympics, no.
Like, the first season of Rings of Power, I lost interest, like, 2/3 of the way through.
Yeah, I wouldn't even have to monetize it. But I don't think I can show it anyway, even if I don't monetize it. I mean, technically, you can't really even show YouTube videos, but they're not, like, TV shows, I guess. I mean, people do TV shows and movies anyway, but...
And I just didn't even finish it. And, like, before I saw this, before this trailer came out, I had no intention of watching season 2. Now, I think after seeing this, I'd want to finish the rest of it and watch season 2. Yeah, this looks a little bit more like Lord of the Rings. Yeah, I know. Balrog was a female from this trailer? Yeah, I'm not really sure exactly.
You're not going to watch it after the crap they pull at the Olympics? What'd they do? Are you talking about the ceremony? Bro, I was like... I didn't even see it until like an hour ago because I was watching Asmongold's video and I was just like, what? And then the lady comes on and she's like, we didn't mean any disrespect. It's like, what do you mean? What do you mean you didn't mean disrespect? People just, it was mostly because like it was Christianity and like to the world, it's okay to make fun of Christianity, but.
This could all just be editing? Yeah, maybe, right? I mean, I don't know. But either way, I'm willing to watch it and, you know, see if maybe it's actually kind of good. You know, I think if they have a few of the fight scenes and everything and they're as good as they could be, then, yeah, okay, so this is... Oh. So this is the white tree and when it was in, I guess, Numenor? Yeah, maybe I guess that's it. Yeah, I see. Because I saw this peak here and I was like, oh, this is Minas Tirith. But then it's like, no, it's clearly not. The Tree of Kings, yeah, I think that the tree's name is like Ecthelion.
The Warder of Failure during the Olympics? Oh yeah, the blue dude. That was in the Asmongold video. Like, apparently they copyrighted, like, as soon as everybody who clipped that and like put it online, they copyrighted, or they took it down. Like, I don't know, they just like took everything down. And then Asmongold's editor on his clips channel, I think, made a video that just shows like pictures of it. But it was pretty good. Yeah, sadly we're the only ones okay to mock. Yeah, that's just society. Because if you would have done it to anyone else, if they would have done it to anyone else, it would have been like insane, and people would have been going crazy. What's up, Thomas?
Or something like that. I don't remember exactly. But yeah. Minas Tirith is not built yet? Yeah. Osgiliath? No, Osgiliath is the outpost after, it's like in between Minas Tirith and Mordor. Yeah, that's different. Too big for Osgiliath? Yeah, that's not it. Yeah. I mean, I've seen the movies, right? There it is. And so Minas Morgul before it got taken over? No, because like it's not next to the water. And also like, you really think it's Minas Morgul whenever they have a fucking the same thing that Minas?
It would have been World War III. Yeah, remember me from your last stream? I do remember you.
Tirith had with a white tree on it. It's not Minas Morgul. It's it's fucking this. Okay, so yeah. Anyway, yeah, this seems actually kind of decent, and yeah, I would be willing to watch this. This is better than I had expected. I'll tell you that. Better than I had expected. That's Numenor, where the people from Gondor are from. Yeah. Well, apparently, because I had apparently gotten this wrong on Steak and Eggs. I forgot, because I thought it was the Valar that sunk Numenor, but it was actually Eru Ilvatar. I had no idea about that. Or I had an idea, I just thought it was something different. And so, yes, basically...
I like that he remembers the names of all these things, because I'm like, who? You'd have to, like, explain them and how they look to me.
You know...
Where are you? I am in the catacombs of Corinth. I'm right here. Whenever you go to Corinne, you click the statue, and then you go down here, and there's a bunch of Slayer monsters.
Is he's in this trailer? I personally don't think, like, Tom, like... So this is, like, my own headcanon that I think happened. I'm not even really sure that this is even true or not. It's the brown dude with the hat. This guy? No, there's no way. That's like that wizard guy. I'm just looking through this.
Oh, what's my IP address? That's my IP address. I'm just kidding.
No, I'm not. I have no idea. The blue hat? Yeah. Well, either way, well, the blue wizards. Tom is Iluvatar. I've always thought that Tom Bombadil and Ungoliant were like manifestations of good and evil. Like just like pure manifestations of good and evil inside of Arda. And they were just like the representations of it, right? Where like Ungoliant is like pure evil and like Tom Bombadil is like pure good. It's in the middle here. No, I don't think that's it. That's definitely not Tom Bombadil. Yeah, 235? No, there's no way. 235? You know what? You guys are probably right. Yeah. That's Radagast? I don't think that's Radagast. Blue Wizards?
I wish I knew this much about Lord of the Rings. Actually, I don't.
Jesus. It's... Yeah, I don't think so, man. Also, I don't think they can use the IP for the Blue Wizards, right? Because somebody said that's why Gandalf said he couldn't remember.
What are the Blue Wizards? Oh. Oh. Okay.
Remember their names in Lord of the Rings. So there's 5 wizards. No, I
Wait,
know that.
what?
That's the
There's 5. Their task was to circumvent Sauron to bring him to the few tribes of men that had rebelled from Malkor worship to stir up rebellion. I don't want to know the thing. I don't think this is right. Okay,
Somebody has made
Starry
a
Order. No, I
40-minute
know that's what's
video
happening. I just
Sorry.
about me. How about that? 40 minutes. The Asmongold rabbit hole.
Where is this coming from?
Uh-oh. Let's get it.
Something that's always
Okay, sorry. Oh my gosh. All right.
Anatar and Polando? Yeah, Alatar and Polando. Yeah, those are the 2 blue wizards. But my understanding is that the 2 blue wizards actually came to Middle-earth very early, and they kind of went off to the west. And that's why they're not really in the story. To the east? Okay, right. But yeah, they went somewhere they weren't supposed to go, all right?
Yo, has anyone ever seen the Lord of the Rings Minecraft world? I forgot who did it. Or who explored it. I feel like it was Asmongold. Maybe it wasn't. I don't remember. But someone basically made like the entire world of Lord of the Rings in Minecraft. It looks crazy.
Yeah, was it east or the west? I get those confused even in real life. So yeah, they pieced out early, exactly, because like that's why they brought back Gandalf, because they said that Gandalf was the only wizard to not forsake his responsibility as the Astari, right? Because Saruman turned evil, Radagast got high, the blue wizards pieced the fuck out, and then Gandalf was the only one that's like, all right, guys, does anybody remember what we're supposed to be doing here? Like, no? It's just me. Okay. All right, great. Yeah, that's it. It's like you got to do a group project all by yourself, man. Saruman redemption? No, there's no redemption for Saruman. And Saruman, even at the...
What? In one D&D session, our dungeon master randomly threw in a barlog at our party after many sessions of testing an encounter. It triggered an aura of dread among the entire party. We stared into the face of death. Dang. Did it just end at that point? When is the Guardian of the Rift update happening? I don't know. Is the poll already finished? I would assume so. Oh yeah, no, I saw that it was. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe this Wednesday? I have no idea.
The beginning, like it was clear at the very beginning that Saruman was kind of like a bad dude, you know? Gandalf was the backup plan, yeah. Radagast the pothead, yeah. Saruman was never redeemed, yeah. At Hebers? Yeah, exactly. OG Lord of the Rings cast, Chad? Yeah, but it was actually pretty good. You know, like I'll go back to what I said originally. Pretty good.
Okay, this just looks interesting. It's living in living in Egypt for $85 a month.
Is Cheyenne, an African American woman who solo travels the world. She currently lives inside of a brand new, fully furnished apartment just outside of
Wait, okay, I'll save this for later. I don't know. I'm not interested right now. I feel like I want to be interested, but I'm not.
I actually think that this is always the weirdest thing on YouTube is people that have like their kids in the videos all the time. I just feel like doing that, it's such a recipe for problems. you know?
Kids sleeping on the floor, pets held in tiny cages, and this entire bathroom for a family of 5. Add some teenagers who can't fit, children calling their beds coffins, and you're still just scratching the surface of the worst van life TikTokers. Take for example,
I bet there's plenty
Bro, this is a thing.
of people that do this, and they have like, I remember my mom said that they lived in a trailer for a while when they were like going around in like the fucking 60s or 50s or something like this, and they had the same situation. They weren't doing this for TikTok then, right?
Like, I would do it if I could convert the thing and have like computer stations always have internet. That's it. Maybe a bed.
So I don't know if this is really a TikTok problem. I think this is just a problem with people that have this lifestyle.
Red, White, and Bethune. They gained 11.4 million views by showing how terribly unspacious their kids' beds were. This should be illegal. Those kids are gonna suffer in that space, man. To make matters worse, the beds had rock climbing holds instead of a ladder, which their daughter almost fell from whilst trying to show they were easy to use.
So Molly's gonna demonstrate getting in the bunk and show you just how easy it is.
How will they get down in the middle of the night?
Bro, so they gotta play Fall Guys to go to bed? That's crazy. Who the fuck does that? Why?
When it's dark and they want to use the restroom urgently. What if they fall and hit their head? These so-called bunk beds were actually just shelves, yet the family still defended them as being spacious. At the same time, get this, the parents have a king-size bed.
The reason why we put a king-size bed in our bus is because it's our lounging area.
As well as a massive desk for editing TikToks, forcing the kids to do their schoolwork on a tiny kitchen table. If they don't help out with the van, the kids are punished publicly.
Last night, Molly chose not to do her chores. And if our kids don't do their chores, they have consequences.
Which the parents still defended even after heavy criticism.
Yes, our kids have consequences. Yes, if they don't do the chores, they're gonna have to pay.
And to the trolls, keep on talking shit, and I'm gonna keep on posting. See you guys on your For You page.
But wait.
I don't know if it's just how they're making it seem, but like, but this seems crazy. Like, what? Bro. Oh. I'm gonna be a star.
It's still.
This is so weird, bro. Because, like, at the beginning, I was kind of, like, on their side, where it was like, maybe they're just down bad for money and they're
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. But no.
doing the best they can. But like recording the kids, like this is just like, what the fuck? Who does this? Like, there's a big part of me where it's like, I feel like and the thing is, if you think about traditional entertainment, how many people had like bad experiences as like child actors, like, you know, in Nickelodeon, for example, there was like that weird guy. And probably other ones that we don't know about with other studios, etc. And so it's like, at least in situations like that, people have at least some degree of like help. But if this is your family, man, like this sucks. This is weird, man. Amanda Bynes' story hits different now. Yeah, exactly. It's just bad. It's not my problem. Yeah, I get it, right? It's just like, yeah, to me, it sucks, yeah.
Still gets worse. Everything we've shown so far is in this bus here, yet they also have a van to take on holidays, which has even less space than the bus.
Come take a peek inside and see what we've done.
The van doesn't have a bed for everyone, meaning one of the kids sleeps on this leather chair. Maybe there'd be a bit more space if they didn't own 4 massive dogs, which are shoved in a tiny cage below the bed, yet they still have more space than the toilet.
Bro, this is like the point. This is like where they put El Chapo. What the bro, this is some fucking maximum security prison shit. This is insane.
covered by nothing but a thin fabric sheet, and sits right in the middle of where
Yeah, that's where they
everybody
found Saddam
lives.
Hussein.
They call the vehicle their vancation home, meaning when the kids get tired of living in the first van, they're blessed with a trip in an even smaller one. Family of Nomads doesn't have this problem. In fact, they first went viral.
Jesus, man, that's crazy. I think that this is probably an issue with any lifestyle content. Like, so for example, I bet it's like any sort of lifestyle where it's like the parents are really into living a certain way. I bet probably all of those have situations where there's like friction between them and the kids because the kids don't want to choose that lifestyle. I bet like whether it's like travel, sports, cooking, anything like that, I bet it's always like this with every single one of them. Like off-grid, yeah.
For how much space they had, leading to comments such as, "I don't understand why y'all don't just buy an apartment. It's way cheaper than this." People came to their defense stating, "There is literally no reason to be mad at this, except for maybe how their kids were living." They'd show their room in this TikTok, with the most notable part being that their eldest Addison was a 15-year-old teenager. You should ask your daughter how she feels that she has no privacy. At an age like hers, I'm sure she wants her privacy. Addison hates you. Just because this RV is nice and there's room for their clothes, it's no way to live.
Now, I'm going to be real. I think that these girls are right. I do. I think that they are right. I bet Addison fucking hates it.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, straight up. Like, if I had to live like that, I'd be out of my fucking mind. Now, it's not my position, right? Like, I'm not the kind of person that's going to be a commenter and like, oh, you need to do this with your kids. You do whatever the fuck you want. It's not my problem. But like, if you want to ask my opinion, then yeah, it's probably true. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, it's probably true.
I'm sure the teenager would love to have privacy.
Of course.
Get her a curtain or something. Well, the family did exactly this.
We did install these curtains
Bro, no way.
over each of their bunks so they have a little bit of privacy.
But it was still just one of many other problems. The kids were in a
Like, I spent most of my childhood just like... Oh, I mean, I take that back. I spent a lot of time like playing outside and stuff, but I also spent a lot of time like just in a room playing video games. So like, I couldn't imagine having to be near people 100% of the time, all the time. That's crazy.
a homeschool program, yet it's...
I have another opinion about this, is that I think a lot of the people that try to put their kids into like lifestyles like this are probably fucking weird. Like, there's probably something wrong with them. And it's not like this person is normal except for like this one little thing. So like, you're going to see a lot of these like kind of weird quirks, you could say, because of that issue. It's definitely the parent's job to realize and organize that she has her time. Even in prison, we understood that. Yeah, but the thing is, the parents don't understand that. And like, there's a lot of parents who are probably like, well, why do you need privacy? We're your family, etc. Like, I remember I had there's a girlfriend I had, and she said that she didn't want me to.
Yeah, I feel like he's only had one girlfriend.
Have any alone time. And I remember, like, I broke up with her, and, like, that was one of the reasons why... Actually, she broke up with me, but, like, I didn't even, like, I was not even trying to have a conversation about this. I was just like, and that's toxic, right? It is. It is toxic. But, like, and it was driving me crazy. People talk like that. And so I think that people just don't understand it. Right? Alone time? Yeah, exactly. I would say, like, most people that probably post their kids all over social media, there's, like, probably issues.
Seemed most of their education was just walking through national parks where the parents thought they'd learn about life.
Our lives are one gigantic field trip, and so a lot of what the kids do is by learning from experience. So, for example...
Yeah, there's no way that they're vaccinated.
No way. Hey, thank you, Kyle.
There's no way those kids are vaccinated. I feel like this is a 0% chance. Yeah, bro, like, whooping cough would take out that whole van. Easily. Tuberculosis, done.
Today we went to a national park and we
Polio.
completed the junior ranger program.
Nobody can be able to drive.
It's incredibly educational. They're learning history from visiting different places around the country, and days that we are not going out and exploring, they do a traditional homeschool curriculum, and then the days that we're exploring, we still count those as school as well.
So they just learn US history? Lol, when they go to college, they'll be in for a shock. Oof, that's scary. There's a reason schools aren't one giant field trip, and this is a very good point. Schools are for more than simply learning subjects. They help build social circles and prepare kids for a disciplined way of life. But
I know a lot of people have negative viewpoints on schools, but if I had a kid, I would send him to a public school, or her to a public school, a normal public school.
Like, where else do you learn how to act? But school.
Because you would need to learn how to interact. These are the people you're going to deal with in your life. And if you can't get along with people that aren't like you, it will ruin your life. That's it. No private school, like, oh, she's going to get a better education. It doesn't matter how smart you are if you don't know how to talk to somebody.
both of which are neglected when strolling around the country. But the kids did have other challenges, like cleaning out the rat cage that stunk out the van.
We live in a camper and our 3 kids have 3 pet rats.
Why would you have a pet rat? That's
absolutely
disgusting.
lying to you if I said that it does not smell bad.
It's disgusting.
Usually
Why would
it's
you
the
have
kids'
that?
job to clean the rat cage, but about once every month or two, my husband and I will clean it. And it just gets really gross.
As well as collecting firewood, as seen in Addison's day in the life. Yet people were still convinced she's gonna run away at 16. Yet the mother went on to state, "I honestly don't know a single unhappy RV kid." She'd even post the following.
Yeah, a lot of parents think that because the kids don't want to tell the parents that kind of stuff. But like, a lot of times whenever my parents would put something on me that I didn't want to do, I would fucking hate it. Like, I would hate it so much, but like, I would just have to deal with it. I would just deal with it. And that's just the way it is.
Your whole family plays RuneScape? That's so cool. I don't know anyone else that plays it, like, around me.
TikTok to try and convince the audience.
A lot of people ask us if the kids actually enjoy traveling full time and living in the camper, and I will have to say that while we were at the RV show in Tampa this week, Grace and Addison both went around and looked at campers because their plan is when they move out, they want to live in a camper together and travel the country.
Until another video told a different story.
Addison has struggled with their mental health for many years. Addison is currently back in treatment and won't be in our content during this time. To protect Addison during this time.
It's like there's a big part of me that thinks that maybe you shouldn't have kid content on YouTube. I just think that there's too many risks. Right? There's too many risks and too much opportunity for abuse. And it's really hard for me to say like whether this is actually something that should happen or not. Because it's like people can express themselves in a certain way. But one thing I would say is that I think that with a lot of these family channels, the way that they behave really makes me uncomfortable. And I think that doing it online enables a type of behavior that I think is detrimental to the kids. And so maybe I wouldn't say it should be against the law, but I wish nobody would do this. It's like it's not normal. No, it's not. It's not normal to live in a van and drive around the world. Like, it's fucking weird. Like, what are you talking about? Exploitive, performative, gross. Yeah, it's just like, I'm not about it. What's this moth? To get the fuck out of here, bitch. Get out of here, bitch. Fuck you. Anyway, so yeah, that's what I think. Is that it's just, I bet a lot of the parent, because like if you spend this much time around somebody, like, it'll really fuck with your head. But we also don't know what's wrong with this girl, right? Same here, especially on other platforms. Some parents practically groom their kids to be on OnlyFans. That's a bridge too far for me to say that. But I think that some of the parents probably do take it too far with like how open they are. It's probably worse for the child than anything else. Yeah.
We would like to ask for privacy on this matter.
Perhaps the daughter was unhappy for a totally different reason, yet there was still more evidence that she despised the van.
For Addison's 15th birthday, the only thing they wanted was to go to a hotel.
The video has since...
No way. We just want to go to a hotel. Please get us out of here.
been deleted, although after arriving at their hotel, twice Addison mentions liking doors in the video, a hint at them having less privacy in the camper. With conflicting messages about Addison's happiness, people commented, "I can't wait for this gen of van kids to grow up and share their thoughts with the world," although this had happened much...
Yeah, this always just happens, like, it's parents with, like, these weird lifestyles that try to force them on their kids. That's really what it is, whether it's being in a van, being super religious. Let's see, what are some other weird lifestyles? Like having a bunch of like weird animals. Let's see. Vegans, yeah, vegan parents. Political parents, super political parents. Off-grid, yeah. Like every single one of these I think is all the same. I think they're all the same. Trans kids? I don't know if that's really that is like. I mean, the parents are trans, then they make the kid trans. I mean, I'm pretty sure that's probably grooming or some shit, right? But like, if it's not, I would be surprised. But I think that for the other cases, it's like a lifestyle for this fucking moth, bro. I'm so sick of this bitch. Get the fuck out of here. I think it's a situation where it's like any of these lifestyles. Most of the time, if the parents are pushing them on the kid, it means that the parent doesn't really care about the kid. They care about the kid in like a way that...
Making content. Care about the kid for making content.
Like, I want this kid to live the life that I lived, right? Because this is a big problem that I think a lot of people that are parents have, is that they don't view the kid as a separate person. They view it as them. So they try to do what they would want for the kid. And so, like whenever I was a little kid, my mom and dad would do this, but, like, they quickly learned that what they liked, I didn't like, and they respected that a lot. And so it was like, you know, my dad would be like, well, this is something I like doing. You don't like doing it, so you're going to do what you're going to do, right? And, like, that's what happens. And I think that also if you have a kid and you try to push the kid into doing the thing that you want them to do, they're just going to hate you for it. They're going to hate you for it, and I think they should. Because you didn't treat them like a person. And you didn't treat them like... Because even if you're 11 years old, you know what you like. You know what you don't like. And if you keep getting pushed 15 years old, like, you know what you enjoy. So if somebody keeps trying to push you into that situation, keep trying to take you out of what you're comfortable with, keep trying to make you live a life you don't want to live, oh my God. Of course they're going to hate you for it.
What do you bring? Just prayer pots for melee? Yeah. Yeah, pretty much to protect from melee. And I brought a super attack and super strength, but you don't have to bring that.
Sooner than expected. On the r/offmychest subreddit, an anonymous account made the following post. I'm a teen in a full-time RV living vlogging family, and I can't stand it. I hate it. I hate it so much. I hate being homeschooled. I hate not being able to maintain a social life. I hate having so little privacy. I hate having to pretend to be happy with this. We travel full-time.
Dang. So there's a lot of I hates in there. That's crazy. I'm back. My mom dropped off a few groceries. Dude, I remember whenever my mom would come home with groceries, I would make it like a challenge to get every single grocery in like one trip. So I'd fill my entire arm up.
I know, it sounds like a dream.
No, it doesn't. It sounds like it's a fucking nightmare, yeah.
So too, but it's an effing nightmare. I just want a private, normal life, but no. They had to ruin it with their crunchy way of parenting. It's all fake, by the way. Not what I meant when I said I wanted to take up acting.
See, I don't think my parents care about my happiness. As long as I look the part and smile for the camera, they couldn't give less of a fuck how I feel. They guilt trip. Yeah, see, that's the thing, right? It's the guilt tripping, right? It's the emotional manipulation. Nah, parents that do this are just bad parents. Like, that's it. That's what it is. Like, it's just that simple. To be fair, this anonymous message could just be an impersonation to make the point. Yeah, I think you're right about that, too. But it's also, like, how many of you guys were in a situation like this with your parents that they were trying to push you to do something that you didn't want to do. And the more that then if you said like, I don't like this, then like you have some sort of like guilt trip for it, or like maybe with a girlfriend or something like that. Everything, like a lot of you guys have had this thing happen, right? And so like, is it really that unheard of that this thing that we can all relate to isn't happening? Like, come on. I'm not defending the parents, but it's normal for kids to hate their house at some point. I don't know. Like, I mean, I remember growing up, like, you know, it was, you know, we were happy with this house. Everybody was happy here. You know, Zach's grandma's house, everything was fine. That's the family home. And everything, there were no problems. So no, I don't think that's normal. Yeah.
I'm frustrated all the time, I'm tired all the time, I'm bored all the time. Please stop supporting these channels. Stop buying into it. It's ruined my life and I can't say anything about it.
The channel didn't ruin your life, the parents did. It's the parents that don't give a fuck about you and just do it for attention and their own self-indulgence. They ruined your life. The channel didn't do it.
Since the
They'd have
poster
ruined your life without the
clarified,
channel.
I'm between 15 and 17 years old, and they were the oldest of 3 siblings, hinting it was Addison from Family of Nomads. Exactly who the poster was has never been confirmed, yet only a couple of months later, the family announced they were instead buying a house. Family of Nomads recently quit van life. Their kids seemed the happiest they'd ever been, while the parents were in tears as the RV was stored away. The eldest daughter has since vanished from the videos, with an unrelated comment summarizing—
It's like, who cries like that? Like, you a grown-ass woman. Like, what are you doing crying like that? Like, if you didn't want to have to get rid of that, you shouldn't have had kids. You shouldn't have some weird fucking lifestyle and then cry that your kids don't like it. Like, how selfish. It's insane.
What van life like for kids. RV kid here. Let me tell you, RV is hell for children.
Yeah.
I've been living in a camper with
my mom was in an RV. They lived in an RV whenever like they were like real young. And like, so just a bit of lore. Like, my grandfather was a cartographer because he was like a pilot. And so they would fly around and do cartography, right? And so and also like his mom, you know, or like not his mom, sorry, like her mom, like my grandma, helped him do it. And so they would drive around in an RV, and my mom fucking hated it too. Yeah, and that's even like in the 1950s, 70 years ago.
Parents and these.
I mean, driving around in an RV really doesn't sound that fun. It would be fun to go on vacation in an RV, but maybe not live in one. Maybe if it was like 2 people and you had a bunch of stuff and like computer setups and stuff, that would be cool, but this is weird.
Past 2 years have been an absolute detriment to my mental health. Yes, it's an amazing opportunity I've been given to have seen all the places that I have, but I cannot recall a single positive experience anywhere I've been.
Yeah, of course.
I receive little to no education, and I'm scared I won't be able to pass my GED. I'll probably be repeating high school once I turn 18. The Happy Caravan,
dang, that sucks.
however, clearly ignored this warning.
Family of 13? You got 13 kids? What's that, a clown car? You know, like, you got a little Honda Civic and 18 clowns pop out the car, and it's like, how'd they get in there? But this is what they do for their life?
Their life as a family
That's in a
of
carnival.
12, and were mostly liked by the audience until revealing they lived in a tiny apartment. Is that legal? Having so many in a 2-bedroom? Why would you make the choice to have a family of 12 but not be able to provide them sufficient room/space? Although their holiday setup was somehow even worse. They'd fit the entire family into one single Airstream, gaining 12 million views by showing how they slept. The 3 daughters were on a table converted to a bed, while another 2 slept below their brother, who was sleeping in a bunk. A different brother slept on the couch, the baby in its cot, and of course
See, like, how many of you guys did this? Like, let's say you're doing a road trip, you go out camping with the boys, and like you're 19, and like you do this for a weekend. I did this. Fuck, we have 5 people sleeping on my bed too. And I tell you another thing, is that day after they left, I would be like, thank God, bro. Oh my God, that shit was so annoying. Like, cause it's so, you can never sleep, man. Like, people waking you up, they're kicking you all the time. It's so bad. Cramps all over. Yeah, you can't really roll over because then you hit somebody. It's bad. Like, cause I've been in situations like this myself.
Parents had their own massive bed. So what about the last two kids? Well, they got to sleep directly on the hardwood, described as not perfect but more comfy than a tent. You have two kids sleeping on the floor just for vacation and we mix it up. In our YouTube video, Dad is on the floor, which by doing some digging was seemingly true. Hilariously, after being criticized, the parents magically found Enoch a blot mat in—
Enoch, bro, they're religious freaks. That's what it is. They're religion freaks. That's what you see that now. It's a religion. Yeah, I see. See, I tell y'all, whenever you find one brand of crazy, it's always going to be 3 or 5. Yeah, very biblical. Exactly. And good old, now, see, you see a name like this, if you meet a dude with a name Enoch, you just say sorry. Just say, I'm sorry that you had to deal with that growing up. Man.
the closet, but for the most part the family isn't all that bad, especially compared to wild family life. They've been called the most hated van life family on TikTok, mainly for their bizarre family dynamic. The pages—
what did it say? Our patchwork travel family, we made it together in this TikTok, okay.
The page is run by mother Nadine, who lives in a van with her 3 kids, along with both her ex-husband and her new boyfriend, who she
oh my god.
refers to as a homeless junkie she met on the streets. According to her TikToks, they're not polygamous but live together in harmony, being able to do so because they have the biggest front yard. The criticism, however, always extends to the kids. They call their education program homeschooling, world school.
I wonder how much you think you ask that kid, that like teenage girl, what 5 times 5 is. Yeah, it's gonna be 27. Yeah, it's gonna be 55, yeah.
Travel schooling, adding they help whenever necessary, but they don't follow any official program.
Technically, I don't follow any curriculum, but we have this app my kids learning with. They set their times each day. They do that by themselves. There's nothing I have to do.
That's convenient.
You know, I know a dude named Enoch. I never really thought anything of it though.
Explains everything, doomed to fail. They'd respond to the hate with the world's most hippie message.
The only way to deal with an unfree world is to become so absolutely free that your very existence is an act of rebellion.
Adding their kids are extremely—
Let them go to school and let them have a normal—
Bro, these people have kids?
childhood, you'll destroy their lives. Well, here's the thing. I mean, like, the parents are going to do what they're going to do, right? And this is the thing. I mean, it's your kid. But, I mean, she only think about her? Of course she only thinks about herself, bro. She's getting double teamed by 2 dudes in a van with her kids in it. Yeah. What do you mean? Of course, that's all she does. Yeah, she a freak. That poor kid. Yeah, what the fuck?
Satisfied with the life that they're living.
People think, oh, poor children, poor children. But trust me, my children, they wake up with a smile in their face. They go to bed with a smile in their face.
Yet it's perfect to finish with this comment here. When I was a child, I would have been very happy to eat nothing but candy and potato chips all day. But my mother did not let me because she knew better. It's a parent's job to do what's best for their children, not just what makes them happy.
I don't even believe that they're happy.
You know that cat in the box, that emote, that looks like my cat.
That's the funny thing about it. I don't even think that they're happy about this. I think that they have to act like they're happy because their parents are psychotic religious people that will hate them if they complain. That's the reason why I think it happens. Yeah, fake smile, everything like that. I feel like there's incest in the family. That's too much, bro. Like, stop, bro.
Just stop.
Happy is a bullshit thing. I'm just saying, like, they're not content. They don't have friends. Like, if you have people like this that are parents, like, I've never known somebody who had parents that tried to force them into a weird lifestyle that didn't grow up to resent their family. Like, I would give some examples, but I don't want to get it. I don't want to have it, put people's information out there. Because, I'm sure some of them probably see the stream or whatever. But I'll tell you one thing is that nowadays that after that happened, every person that I know that's in that situation doesn't even live in the same state as their parents. Not even the same state, bro. Like, yeah, because nobody wants to have anything to do with it. Right? So she has two guys. I don't know what the fuck this... Like, I mean, I don't know. She wants... It's not my problem, right? Yeah, I don't know. My friends would never come to my house, and now I live on the other side of the country. Yeah. I mean, 13 people taking shits in the same van. Yeah. Your parents didn't teach you to take a bath regularly? They tried. I just didn't do it. Yeah, that's it. I feel like these idiots want to emulate Captain Falcon, but the father was a PhD in that story, and they realized they needed the stability of a home. Well, I don't think that these parents want to do anything. I think that they just want to do what makes them feel good. That's what it's all about for them. They want to do what makes them feel good, and they enjoy doing, and that's the life that they want to live. They're thinking about themselves, what makes them feel good, their lifestyle, and making sure that their kids are able to appreciate their lifestyle. That's the real reason. And again, it's the same thing. I mean, I do have a viewpoint where it's I do think that content for family content on YouTube is a net negative. I'm not saying it should get banned, but I can have that opinion, right? I do think it's a net negative because it just creates too many incentives that are unhealthy and immoral. Selfish parents will eat their children's potential. They sure will, man. That's because people don't view their kids as a real person. They view the kid as again, it's a smaller version of themselves. It's not you, bro. It's somebody that's kind of like you, maybe, right? But it's not you. It's an accessory. Yeah, exactly.
It's an accessory. Bro. Stretch.
How many men are really incels? I don't know what's... Guy claims he's had 50... Hold up.
I am in a bit of trouble, actually.
Okay.
So I guess I don't want to even start. So I guess in the last year, I've been building up some debt.
That's always a bad thing. You don't want to build up debt, guys. Debt bad. You don't want debt. That's you don't want that. You don't want to have debt. That's real bad. You don't want it.
Kind of hiding it from my family. And
Smart.
it all recently came out. And pretty much just tearing apart my family at this point.
Good job.
So,
how much debt, man?
I just, about $50,000.
Are you...
That's only on a scale of I fucked up my life. That's only a 4 or 3.
Smart.
To be honest. Yeah, it's really only a 4 or 3. It's really not that bad. It's not that big of a deal. It's rookie numbers. Yeah, bro. My mom, she had a way higher score than this.
It's all credit card.
What are you buying?
So that's the worst part is not really
Yo, there's no way he's just Twitch gifted subs.
buying anything. It's actually streaming. So I used to play video games a lot. I'm actually in the military, so so I used to play video games as a way to kind of cope. And
yeah, usually guys in the military that do that, usually they spend all their money on like a Dodge Hellcat or something like that. That's like
No, he's not lying though. Either a Dodge Hellcat or a Corvette.
financed at like 37% interest. Yeah, Camaro, Mustang. Yeah, like bro, this guy's got it twisted.
basically, I got into streaming and watching other streamers play video gaming, and kind of help pass the time, and especially when I'm at work.
But why are you giving them money?
And I kind of.
No, I'm not even gonna lie. It doesn't really sound that great, but like I've given a decent amount of subs, and I don't think I've ever given like straight up money, but I've given subs and I've subbed to a bunch of people. But yeah, you don't. That's crazy. Like, how do you spend $50,000, bro? You would have to be gifting like hundreds of subs every day.
I got into the whole gifting subscriptions. Couldn't really control it. I can say I've never been addicted to anything.
Couldn't really control it. That's your problem right there, you.
He's bad with money.
Lazy bitch. You a
yeah. He's bad with money. Asman, you lazy bitch. I'll be right back. I gotta blow my nose real quick.
Grown ass man. You couldn't control it? You mean you didn't control it?
Ever in my life, but
no, you
this
can't.
Has got to be the closest thing.
Yeah, you can't.
Well, you're right. I can't say that. Yeah, I guess
the definition of addiction is a pattern of behavior that continues after the person knows that it is hurting me, and I continue.
Well, fuck. If that's the case, then I think there's a. Uh-oh.
You need to do it anyway. Can I tell you, Alex? And this is me just being straight up with you. I don't know if I fully believe you.
Because it's so stupid. Like you would think that it's fake. That's true. That's a good point he brings up. Asmana's addiction takes. Well, it's not really a take. It's just a fact. You want to stop something from happening? Stop doing it.
What else were you spending? $50,000. I only see that in extreme, like. You suddenly have somebody else that you're courting, or you're struggling with drugs, you're struggling with gambling.
Yeah.
It honestly, I know it sounds crazy, but that literally is it. It was.
You're just sitting there watching Twitch, and you're just.
Nah, here's the reason why he probably doing it. He probably doing it because he's lonely, and every time he does it, everybody in the chat is like, "Wow, this guy's so cool. He's great." There's two reasons, actually. It could be that. Number two could just be a girl he's trying to give money to, so she'll date him. Right? That's probably what it could be. But the other instance could be that, like, people are addicted to that attention. You know? Like, it's that 5 minutes of glory. Exactly. Yeah.
Gifting thousands of dollars away to people?
Yes. I got so into the hype. You drop that $500, 100 subs, everybody goes crazy.
See, I told you. It's people is a pathetic little bitch addicted to attention because his parents never gave him enough. And he's sitting there pissing away all his money. He working his fucking ass off. He signed his body away to the military, the United States government, so he could spend that money on giving some fat, scrawny, or not, probably fat or scrawny little nerd playing Fortnite all their money. Like hype train, yeah, bro. Like Jesus Christ, bro, this is embarrassing. Like, you know what I love with these financial audit shows is whenever the guy just calls him a fucking loser, like, and he just says like, listen, bro, like you are dumb as fuck. I don't know what you were thinking. You're totally wrong. And the reason why is because that's what they need to hear. Is because the more that you coddle, oh, it's okay. It's okay. Everybody makes mistakes. Bitch, this is a big mistake. You fucked up.
And, they hype you up, and I got so into it. I don't know. It just kept happening.
He addicted to the attention.
I wasn't keeping track. I wasn't paying attention. As soon as... one credit card max, go straight to another one.
Over what course of time? How long did it take you to acquire this debt?
It was over a year.
Damn.
Bro, I'm having a hard time with it.
Same.
Nah, see, they don't get it because like they're probably about my age, right? And like they went the path of not being addicted to the internet, so like they probably don't get what's going on here. But like, yeah, no, this shit used to happen. Like this.
Have you ever talked to someone and then like as you're talking to them, you realize like, oh yeah, you're not like chronically online like I am, and you have no idea what I'm talking about.
This is all the time it happens. Yeah, absolutely. Probably older. Yeah, I think
having a hard time with
older
it.
than me.
Like, so
I mean,
are you married?
I am. I'm married. And I have kids, and that was the hardest part. Was once I realized how bad it was, and I
dude, you would know, man. Alex, you would know. Like maybe if you're sitting there trying to explain this to your wife or something, she'll buy this. But you had to actually go open new credit cards.
I did.
So you didn't just open your eyes and there was $50,000 when.
Well, so the credit cards were old ones that we had zero balance on.
I'll give y'all some advice. Never use a credit card. It's a scam. Never use credit card, nothing. Absolutely not. Like the only people that should use credit cards is people like my dad. Like my dad used a credit card, and he gets the money back every time. But here's the problem, right? Is that the people that don't need credit cards should use credit cards, and the people that think they do need credit cards shouldn't use credit cards. That's a better way to say horrible take. No, it's a fact. It's a fact. I've seen so many people fuck their life up with credit cards.
That we had used from years prior when during COVID we were using, my wife wasn't able to work, so it was just my income that was supporting us, and mortgage rates in Colorado are not very good at all, and they haven't been for a long time, and we just basically were using credit cards to kind of survive. Once we came out of that, and she was able to start working, we were able to pay them down. We even refinanced the house at one point to be able to get some money back.
Bro. Wait, he was already in debt?
So you refinanced the house to give people money for attention in the chat room? That's crazy.
Oh, it was
man, this dude really fucked up his life, huh? And again, I tell you, like, listen, this is only a 3 or a 4 on a scale of fucked up your life. It's really not that bad. Like, I've seen people that are at the 6 and 7. It's hard to even see a 9, right? I mean, a 9, like, that's a crackhead under a bridge with, like, 1 leg and 3 fingers. Like, that, like, I mean, you got a ways to go until you really hit rock bottom. Fix one 5 years, yeah.
Let me ask a little bit of a more tactical question. You've got $50,000 in credit cards. You've got to make minimum payments.
Yes.
Is that what raised the flag to her? How did she?
Stop making a payment. Stop making a payment. So just if they call you, hang up the phone. Like, this is what you need to do. You need to declare bankruptcy. You need to stop paying the phone. If they call you, say it's not you. If they try to do anything, like, do whatever you can, like, consult a lawyer, look online for legal advice. Can they put you in jail? Can they garnish your wages? 90% of the time they can't. So you've got to do whatever you can, bro, to take that money and keep it. Because fuck them. Credit union, consolidation loan, 1 card at a time. Yep, bro, like, you got to get away from it. Go on cooldown? Yeah.
You've been playing RuneScape for 19 years? You almost have your 20-year cape? That's crazy. That's awesome.
Yeah, use the cooldown.
How did she not notice, hey, there's hundreds of dollars going out every month
That's why.
in minimum payments? I'm guessing you guys keep the money separate so she couldn't see that?
Well, so I actually went and opened up a checking account on the side, so that way I could have some of my paycheck.
Right, but she's
damn, that's crazy. So he opened up a second card while he's married in his name alone, just so he can give his money away. This is a professional dick eater. This is crazy. Oh my God, how you do this?
Seeing hundreds of your
he's fast tracking
she's still
divorce.
seeing, hey, hundreds There's a lot less money coming in than there used to be. And that didn't raise any red flags for her? I'm just trying to
She
understand.
probably didn't know, right? That's really what it is. What's the hatred you have for the government? I think government's great. Like, in some ways, government's great. Like, you need the government. But, like, I hate credit companies because I think they're completely parasitic, and I think that they exist purely at the expense of other people. I think the entire idea of a credit score is not really that much different than a social credit score in China. I think it's disgusting. I hate it. And I think that the introduction of like these extremely high levels of debt should be like criminally like prosecuted. I think it's actually horrible. It's crazy. So for me, like, I don't hate the government because the government is the one that lets happen. You type in the same message over and over, bro. Like, you doing too many of it. Now I'm gonna let y'all know. I'm not gonna read the second one because now you're doing this as a normal thing. It's too many times, bro. Like, that's just an instant perma. It's again, it's not what you said. It's the way you say it. It's annoying you type like that. Get the fuck out of here. So, yeah. Just, I don't know what you were thinking, bro. Like, why would you do that? It's such an obnoxious type of behavior. Spammers get fucked. Yeah, if you spam in chat, you just instant perma. That's it.
And the landscape of your marriage.
All I can say is that we were never really good with finances when it comes to keeping track. As long as we knew we had money to do things and pay things, we weren't really paying attention.
But you didn't have money, though, right? Because you said before that you didn't have any fucking money, and now you're saying as long as we had money? What you mean is that if we had somebody else's money. Uh-oh.
As much as, like, I never really cared what she was spending money. She never really cared what I was spending money on. And it didn't get to that.
That's crazy that both of them, so, like, because they were already having money problems, and neither one of them care what they're spending money on.
That's crazy.
Man, that's crazy.
That's crazy.
So she didn't realize.
So, like, $500 or $800 could be gone and her not even notice.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Wow.
Bro, Jade and I make a lot of money, and
I would.
I'm telling you right
I'm
now.
like a bird dog. I know if money's missing. Sheesh.
All right, so how can we help, man?
Yeah.
So, I mean, at this point, I mean, the basic thing is I'm just terrible with money, obviously, and I have no idea what I'm doing.
No, he's not terrible with money. He probably is to an extent, but he's terrible with self-control. The thing is, a person like that is going to that problem is going to manifest itself in a bunch of different ways in life. If you can't control yourself and you're addicted to attention, then you're going to have a lot of problems in life that are not just money related. Money is just the way that problem is manifesting itself right now. But if you've got an empty cup inside of you that you're trying to look somebody else to fill up, you're going to go and figure it out somewhere else. And so the moment that you can't do it with money, you're going to try and do it with something that's different than money. You're going to do it with, like, a girl. You're going to do it with, doing stupid shit for attention. Like, at the end of the day, like, if that's the problem. He's got a self-control problem. I can't do that. Financial advice should be taken with a grain of salt here. Where you need to be positioned financially is unique to your situation. Please take what Asmund says with a grain of salt, please. No, what I'm saying is completely true.
Someone says that like every 30 seconds in his chat.
Like, there's never a situation where what I'm saying isn't true. It's not. Like, it's literally true in every situation.
That's not the problem.
It's not the problem, bro.
Yeah.
Like, you're living in an altered reality. Like, you have to go get beneath that. Like, if we take you at your word, which I'm telling you right now, I've just been doing this for too long, I'm struggling.
I immediately believe it.
If I take you at your word, and when MasterCard said, I can't let you have any more money, and then you went and opened up another account to keep paying that bill, and this isn't just, oh my gosh, I was just clicking on something, and suddenly I was $50,000 in the hole.
Yeah. That's right.
You knew step by step along the way, I'm going to keep going down. And
no, he probably didn't look at the amount of money he was spending, because a lot of people don't do that. Like, they will just start spending money and they will intentionally not look at it because they know that it's bad and they try to hide it. That's why, like, a lot of people, like, I've known a number of people, they say they spent this amount of money on gacha games. And if they actually ever go back and look at it, it's always more than what they assumed. It's the same with Gamba or anything like that. It's
Take you at your word.
And the reason why is because subconsciously they know that they're wrong. Subconsciously they know they're being stupid.
Watching
That's the
other
reason.
people play video games and you giving them $500 at a time brought you more life, made you feel more alive than your own home.
Yeah, bro, like this guy's getting in on it because he knows what's going on. When you use the Asmongold channel, have you encountered instances like this? Maybe a big gifter trauma dumps about racking up debt? Not really. I mean, like the thing is that I try to keep a pretty big a wall up. You know, I try to build the wall where like I don't really let people try to penetrate into that and talk to me like that because it just like it's like that's like a boundary that I don't want to have people try to cross, right? Because like one thing as a streamer, this is one of the most fucking like socially taxing things for me personally, is like people try to pierce that boundary, right? They try to like get inside of like your personal space for whatever reason. I hate that. Like that's the one thing I really like. That if I was gonna say there's one thing I don't like about streaming, that's it. People try to get inside your space.
Life that you're creating here. That's what you have to deal with. Because that's a case of you are living this quiet life of desperation and these little I can't even wrap my head around this.
I can't.
And
It's stupid.
like, dude, my whole career has been sitting with people who've made some wild choices, and I've never heard this. Not $50,000.
I think the reason why he doesn't understand it is that he doesn't understand the reward structure of donating a lot of money on stream and then getting the recognition. Because like he's thinking about it from like paying people to play video games, that perspective. But if he thought about it from the perspective of I'm doing this so I can get validation and recognition, then I think it would make a lot more sense to him.
I've seen 5,000. I've seen like 10,000. I've never seen $50,000. The second thing is then you're a guy that doesn't tell his wife the truth. The third thing is you're a guy that put his kids financially at risk. Those are the things we need to deal with.
Alex, are you telling us that you're done? Like you've called in to talk about the money aspect of this, so that makes me think. Okay, he thinks he's finished with this behavior. What is causing you to think that you're finished with this behavior? Is what I want to know. Otherwise, what I tell you is not going to matter at all.
Yeah. So I mean, we've started doing family counseling, marriage counseling. I've deleted all my accounts.
There's also the probability that he's unhappy in his marriage and he's donating a lot of money to a female streamer, which is why he didn't tell his wife about it. I'm not saying that's what it is, but I'm saying it's what it could be.
Giving my wife access to every single thing that I have.
Okay.
Did you give her the receipts?
Yes, I
He's donating to
Hydraulic Monkey, what's up, man? I'm about to fall asleep. I only got 2 hours of sleep last night. Well, like 2.5 maybe. But yeah, I think I might take a nap after this video.
Asian Bunny or Amarath?
Look at the history, see every single transaction.
Okay. All right. Good for you.
I mean, well, we've been married for 17 years, and I love my wife more than anything. She's my best friend.
Or maybe not. I don't know. Because, like, whenever it gets to the end of each video, my eyes are like, and then whenever I get to the end, I'm like, all right, I'm going to pa 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 pa. Boogie got a face tattoo? No.
And then,
wait, like he got a?
I did something bad. I do not pause between letters.
No, bro. No. Wait, I want to see if I can get it put on. Why?
Man, you got this.
You like that, little man?
You got this, champ. Aw, you're such a good boy. Remember last time when You as soon as you get home. See ya, Boogie.
I do have a request, Boogie. You need to do a video tomorrow when you wake up how you feel about it and put it on your channel.
Okay.
Bro.
I honestly have no idea why.
There were 24,000 people watching it.
I got into it. I think that's part of the counseling that we're going through. I'm
Good
trying
for you.
to understand.
Good for you. So I'm proud of you.
I just know that I don't want to lose that.
Okay, I'm proud of you on that, man. You're gonna have to work through the money side of it, and you're gonna have to follow the baby steps and pay it off. Hang on the line. We'll send you a copy of Total Money Makeover and help you on your journey.
Create your free every dollar budget today. The simplest way to budget for your life.
Jesus, bro. Like,
Hey, there's Adam Savage. That guy's from Mythbusters. I don't know if anyone watched Mythbusters.
Budget today.
My dad won't give me access to my money. Oh my god, this is nuts, man. This dude really got his life all kinds of fucked up, I guess. I never even have seen this before. Oh my god, this is dumb. Like, I'll link y'all this video. I've never seen his channel or his show before. This is nuts. Yeah, there it is. Basically said, bro, we can't help you. Well, I mean, like, here's the thing. Is the guy, I mean, that's hard to watch. It's not hard for me to watch. I've seen people fuck their life up all the time, man. Absolutely. It's people just stupid. Like, that's really all there is to it. The owner of the show always says credit cards are a scam. Yeah, that's because they are a scam. And again, it's what I said. Is the people that should use credit cards are the people that, like, the people that don't need to use credit cards are the people that should use them, and the people that do need to use credit cards are the people that shouldn't use them.
Wait, like he would get it laser removed after 2 years? I think that's like the only way you'd be able to do that.
So that's what happens is they get these people, they get these morons, right? And they get them on the hook for like interest payments, and then like that shit gets away with you because it gets away from you, like, because the way like interest and principal and like compounding interest, like it's just the way the numbers work. And like why is this a problem? I bet all these people know that the you know, they know what a fraction is, they know about algebra too, but none of
Bro, laser remover on your face would hurt. That's gonna be funny.
them know what compounding interest is. And so that's really what happens. Yeah, you need this to become rich? Yeah, exactly. He got solid advice for sure. I have no debt, but no, it's not very much money, and it still teaches me small ways to save. Yeah. It's nuts, man. 17 years of marriage is too many years to fuck up over stream donations. Nah, I think that if anything, that probably goes closer to like what I was saying before about how it could just be a girl, right? The guy's bored or unhappy with his marriage, so he's like doing it for attention. And then like the chat attention is also like another component to it. So yeah, that's the way I see it, right? OnlyFans, probably not OnlyFans, right? But just in general, like I think this is it's a very common thing. There's a lot of people on Twitch that have very bad self-control. Big surprise, video game website is full of people that have no self-control. Who could have ever guessed that? So yeah, you think he's a mod? I hope so. I mean, he better be a mod at this point. God damn. Yeah, like, well, let's be real. Dave Ramsey advice is great. People who live by Dave Ramsey advice are insufferable? I don't know. I mean, I feel like I'm glad that this guy just fucking... he set him straight. I was glad that he said that because it was like, if you understand I think the psychology of it, then it's easy to understand why it happens. Imagine he got banned after donating $50K. I mean, that'd probably be the best thing that could happen to him.
Okay. All right, are we gonna take like an hour nap real quick? I'm so sorry. I'll be back on tonight though. I'm so tired. Well, actually, I need to go to Varrock real quick. Why is my game lagging? Oh no, give me nature. Nature views. See you, man. Yo, thank you, Chaos. Ugh. I gotta get it back. I gotta get back to the wyverns. It's so weird. I'm so tired that I'm like hot. Like uncontrollably hot. This dude was here earlier. Anyway, alright, alright, love you guys. I'll be back in just a little bit. Peace.